Hey guys, it's me again, and I don't know. I feel like I can still talk for a little bit. You know what I mean? So basically, we are in the basis. You know what I mean? Okay, basis. There's two bases. You know what I mean? There is in base and out base. You know what I mean? So the in base, I'm not worried about the in base. It's gonna be under the ground. Everything is provided. Everything is made. Everything is prepared. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fantastic. You know what I mean? In bases. You know what I mean? Like for example, Zabania, they're gonna split and. Uh, stand in a border, you know what I mean? Whatever border it is, you know what I mean? Snow, then they are snow. They're gonna go to the border. Ocean, they are ocean. They're gonna go to the border. Land, land. They're gonna go to the border. You know what I mean? And air also shut down. You know what I mean? So basically that's basis. I'm not worried about internal basis. I'm a little bit worried about external basis. So what's gonna happen is guys, the external basis is gonna I'll build it, like I will participate in building it, because trap sensors. We need traps. We need sensors. We need uh, trap sensors. What else? What else? What else? What else? Like we will do. Like if they come, they're gonna die. Like if they come, I guarantee they're gonna die. If somebody attack that base, you don't need to go out of the base. You know what I mean? So the military will not gonna go out of the base, because the base is gonna be like they're gonna die. They're gonna die. I promise. I promise you, they're gonna die. You know what I mean? So that's the basis, the out basis, and in basis a little bit. You know what I mean? We do it like in and out. You know what I mean? In is gonna be like home. Out is gonna be like hell. You know what I mean? So, anyways, then operation room. Okay, operation room is, man. So basically, every military have a operation room. You know what I mean? Operation room is where it's like a huge place that fits 5,000 to 10,000 person. You know what I mean? 5 to 10,000 person. And that huge place is having screen, computers, everything. You know what I mean? It's like a small office for 10,000 people. You know what I mean? That's the branch operation room. But when you go to skull operation room, no, skull operation room, 2 million. You know what I mean? 2 million people. That's a skull operation room. That's why I call it Pentagon under the ground. You know what I mean? That's why I say, ooh yeah. You know what I mean? That's why the ooh yeah. You know what I mean? So basically, guys, that's how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Operation room of the skull. Basically, when I tell you this, uh, uh, like let me explain this to you. Let's say the base in our base in, let's say, in Syria. get attacked, you know what I mean? You're gonna look like we will get notified. Like Skull will get right away information, you know what I mean? We are attacked, you know what I mean? So then we are attacked, then we will see the force. What type of force is it? You know what I mean? Then the ring that will qualify to destroy them will destroy them. So the ring that qualify to destroy them will destroy them. That ring, you know what I mean? We will get, then they're gonna tell us call. Mission completed. Attacker is dead, you know what I mean? So they're gonna tell us, you know what I mean? So the other thing is like I'm telling you this. I don't want to war. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to damage. I just want to teach the people. Anyways, basically, operation room of the Skull is 2 million. You know what I mean? So Skull and dispatchers and all those kind of things. That's for big war, you know what I mean? That operation room, like for somebody that's really making a sound, you know what I mean? Somebody that makes problem. Like maybe if the whole world united against us, we will go to that operation room, you know what I mean? Other than that, we don't need that operation room. Everybody, every military will get order to delete or swipe or map the area that will be told, or the people that will be told, you know what I mean? The people that we tell them to eliminate, delete, swipe them from the map, they will do that. That's what they're gonna do. That they're gonna take the mission from lowering, but on the Skull knows about all that, those kind of things, you know what I mean? The ring, man, the ring. I'll tell you this. As I told you, the dragon is nothing without E1. So the dragon is garbage without E1. And E1 is garbage without the dragon. You gotta know that. So ring, I just want you to master your ring, you know what I mean? I don't wanna like score like 300 million score, you know what I mean? No, I just want maybe 10,000 skull or 100,000 skull, and the rest of them, everybody mastered his ring, you know what I mean? Technique, strategy, surviving, food, monitoring, repairing, all those kind of things, you know what I mean? So you gotta master your ring. That's what I want. So master your ring, move to the next ring, but first master your ring, you know. Then flag, we have a flag, you know what I mean? I post those flags on a Facebook. I made flags for each brand of military that I've been making for the United States of America. So then logistics, I told you about logistics. They will do a lot of things. Like basically, they're gonna transfer mails. They're gonna transfer food. They're gonna transfer weapon. They're gonna transfer ammunition. They're gonna transfer money. They're gonna transfer, name it. Basically, FedEx. They are FedEx. You know what I mean? Logistics or delivery guy, FedEx, or UBS, you know. Then here I write recognize saints, you can recognize sons. You know what I mean? That's like, especially when you are not only inventory. You know what I mean? Like basically, I tell you this: when you are, let's say, you are wrinkly, not in the middle. Let's say you are in the middle, but under you there is a couple soldiers. You know what I mean? So every 15 minutes, you gotta look around you 100 mile, 200 mile, 300 mile, 400 mile, 500 mile, 1,000 you're gonna stop. So in 1,000, no going, no transposers. You know what I mean? No transposers or no military. Like, what's the word? I remember the word, but I forgot. Like your transport, like the enemy supposed to not smuggle. You know what I mean? Smuggle and get through in closer to you. You know what I mean? So every 15 minutes, radars. You're gonna have the radars. East, you're gonna have radar. West, you're gonna have radar and signal. It's not gonna be radar only. It's gonna be radar and signal detector. Signal detector radar. It's gonna have a satellite scanning. It's gonna have a jet scanning. It's gonna have drones scanning. It's gonna have, so basically we will see everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere is clear and we'll see everything. You know what I mean? That's recognized sense. I don't know how to pronounce it. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. You are going to you are going to look around you 100 miles, 200 miles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000. Don't look. Stop. You know what I mean? So there will be in your troop, or there will be in your groups who do this, whose their job is this, just looking for 100, 200, 300, 400, 500,000, you know. Then storage here we will have, that's why I said under the ground. You know what I mean? Because like, we will have under the ground, the whole United States of America is the Pentagon. You know what I mean? The whole United States of America is a Pentagon. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have a huge storage for each. Like, we need weapon storage, resource storage, we need food storage, we need weapon storage, food storage, ammunition storage, we need clothes storage, a lot of storage. You know what I mean? You know, that's why we're going under the ground. You know what I mean? So I soldier basically, that's your window, that's your door to anything. The key of anything. So you can consider and call soldier the key. You can say the key. You know what I mean? The key. So it's the key for everything, anything. You know what I mean? Then factories. So factories, you gotta make your own weapon. You know what I mean? So I will continue talking about this sometime tomorrow or something like that. So guys, always salute to the eagle. Always salute to the eagle, guys. See ya next video.